everyone, Craft Scrappy Bree here with a process video for the My Scrappy Life March online crop. Today's video is for the Pinterest sketch challenge. I found this sketch from Scrapbook and Cards today, and I'm going to use this to scrapbook these 3 pictures of my daughter, Kennedy, on her first horseback ride. And so I'm going to go ahead and use some mixed media on my background. I got out some Shimmers Paints Creamies, and it is Lapis Dance and Berry Hot. And I'm going to go ahead and make some splatters on my white background to add a little bit of texture to that background. So you see here I'm just added some water and getting those creamies to be liquid and splattering around some of the blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the Berry Hot. Berry Hot is a kind of a purple and pink mix. I really liked it. Looks really good with the layered paper that I end up using for this background. I had a little harder time getting this one to work, so bear with me here. Sometimes with these, and I don't use mine all the time, so sometimes you have to really add a lot of water and let it soak in. So now I've done my pink splatters, and then I'm going to set my background aside and let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead and start from there, just doing a quick cleanup, letting this background dry so that it is ready to go. As you can see, I'm eating a late night snack as I'm making this video. And then I'm going to go ahead and start working on my layers. So now I've brought back my paper now that it's dry. And I'm going to start working on the center layers that from the sketch that kind of lay in the middle of that background. So I'm just taking pattern paper. I'm using the Paige Evans Pink Paisley Horizon collection for this layout. And so I'm just taking these layers and I kind of cut these at different sizes, and I'm just going to layer them on top of each other to have a center point on the white background. And once I get all these layers down, then I just kind of try to center this right into the middle of that white textured cardstock. I'm just using a 12 by 12 white textured cardstock from American Crafts. It is by far my favorite plain white background cardstock that I love to use. So if you guys don't know about our monthly online scrapbooking crops, you guys should really come and join us. There's several challenges. It's once a month on a weekend, and there's normally challenges on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And there's a Zoom that is live. People get in there and they just chat while they're scrapbooking, and so it's something that we kind of had started doing and not calling it a crop, I guess, during COVID, and then it kind of turned into a crop after Miranda over at My Scrappy Life kind of created the crop. And so now that's we do that once a month, and she hosts that, and a lot of us put on different challenges throughout the weekend. And so it's a lot of fun. We have a really good time over there, and it's just a fun way to get in your craft room and, you know, get creative. So you guys should definitely come and join us. I know for me, that's definitely gets me in my craft room on those weekends, because I have a hard time always making it in there when between work, and I'm a teacher, so between work and having kids at home and sports and everything that we have going on, it just sometimes I don't always have the time to get into my craft room. So I really enjoy these crafting crop weekends, because then I actually get to get in my room and be creative. All right, now that I have this center layer down, I'm going to go ahead and back my photos, and I went ahead and backed them with vellum and then some white cardstock, and then I put some of the pattern papers from the 4x6 paper pack from the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Horizon collection. And now I'm just going through the ephemera pack. I had a couple of different ephemera packs from this collection, the florals and then the regular ephemera. And so I'm just pulling out some different florals that I think will work really good here. And you can kind of see I kind of changed my mind a few times, trying to figure out color scheme, what will work best. And I moved things around quite a bit on this layout, just trying to kind of figure out how I wanted to really, number one, I don't normally do more than one photo on a layout, so that was different for me. So just kind of trying to figure out, how do I group the photos together? How do I accent each of the photos with different embellishments and just make each photo stand out? So that was definitely different and a challenge for me in its own. So definitely enjoyed this, and it was good time. I really love this collection. I'm really enjoying using it. This is my second layout this weekend using it, just because I'm a little bit of a hoarder with my collections, and so I'm just trying to start kind of getting in there and digging into some of the old stuff and using it. And I'm just pulling out different leaves. There's a lot of different colored leaves and stems in there. So I just kind of pull out as many of those as I can find. I kind of knew I wanted to add several of those based on kind of what the image looked like from the sketch. And so I kind of pull out several of those. I really liked that yellow tag. I knew I kind of wanted to use that for my journaling. I really love that sign that said Road to Happiness, but I didn't really want to use it as a post. So I was kind of trying to figure out how I could use that. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I think tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So if you celebrate that, yay for everyone that celebrates it, and hope everyone's having a good time celebrating. I'm not big on celebrating. I guess with my students I do. We kind of celebrate it, but as far as that's concerned, I don't really go all out or anything. So you can see here, I went ahead and cut that post off, and I just made it an arrow, Road to Happiness. I felt like that was really fitting with the horseback riding, so. And then I wanted to use this frame. I just loved that frame, so I went ahead and put that frame around that lower picture of my daughter on the horse. It was just a great picture of just her and the horse together, both looking at the camera, so I wanted to go ahead and frame that one. And then I'll go ahead after, I think at this point, and I go ahead and I I think I realized at this point that the photos were not glued down. And I was like, oh man, okay, let's get that part down first. So yeah, I go ahead and pick up the stack of photos and I go ahead and get those glued down so that then I can start adding in those flower pieces. And you'll see, even the way I have them laid out right now is not the way they end up staying. I end up changing things a little bit. So, you know, I think that's just how our minds work. Once we kind of see it all laid out, we're like, oh, hold on, I don't love that. And I had a heck of a time. I guess I must have stuck my paper down pretty good because I had a heck of a time getting those papers lifted up to get those little small pieces tucked back in. You can see here I'm using just my ATG gun to go ahead and put just some ATG on top of those bigger pieces. And this one I went ahead and I framed it on top. I thought that it was just really cute the way it hugged around that group picture of Kennedy and her two friends. They were horseback riding together. I really liked that. And I just felt like we were, you know, I was able to use that in that manner there. And I went ahead and added some dimensionals in the area that where the flower was kind of sticking off. In this process, I mean, it took me about an hour and a half to make this video. It was a little bit longer of a process than normal. I normally don't have as much, but I also normally don't embellish as much. So, you know, that kind of came with it. And here I am kind of looking to see where I want this tag. And I end up kind of putting it at an angle. I wasn't really sure. I knew I wanted to do my journaling there, but I wasn't really sure how I wanted it exactly. So I kind of ended up tucking it right in there. And you're going to see later what I end up doing with this tag. It's kind of ends up being a whole mess. And yeah, we have to kind of mess with it a little. But it ends up okay because I feel like it ends up really cute in the end. Definitely had to rework my thought process a little. So you can see here, I'm just kind of coming in, trying to decide, like, do I want those leaves to look like, how do I want them to look? Where do I want them to go? Does this look good? Should I put it somewhere else? Like I said, it was a whole process of trying to figure out all these embellishments tonight. Definitely struggled a little bit with that and just kind of figuring out the best place for them. I'm hoping to get a few more videos maybe up this week and just get lots of time in my room. My husband is taking my girls to go out of town, so to visit family, so I'll just get a little bit of alone time, which I never get, so pretty excited about that. Not that I will not miss my girls and my husband, because I am not used to being by myself. However, it will be kind of nice to be home by myself, and I don't think I'll know what to do with myself. I'll have way too much time on my hands now that because I'm on spring break this week, so let me kind of explain that part of it, I guess. So, yes, it'll be a nice little break and just get to relax. Once we get back to school, pretty much we get into test prep mode, which makes days go really fast and busy. And then my daughter's softball schedule just gets crazy. So, yeah, definitely life gets pretty hectic once spring break hits. And then, honestly, like, school just goes fast after that, too. I don't know about you guys, but, yeah, That's definitely how I feel. Like once spring break's over, it's like it's a sprint. It doesn't take no time to get to the end of the school year after that. And then I get to be in my room quite a bit more, which is always super nice. I enjoy that summertime, but I also do a lot of prep work for the school year, so it's not like I just take the summer, but it's the best part of being a teacher, I guess. Like, you do get your summers, but you also get time to just, you get times to prep, but you also get time to, like, just be with your family and, you know, just kind of relax and recharge. Except for all those late nights grading papers. All right, I think I'm starting to kind of finish up these embellishments now. I'm getting kind of closer to the end. I'm just getting that last little grouping there at the top. And then I think you'll see, after I get that little grouping at the top down, I'm trying to think. So I'm just using, I have a lot of people ask about this. So that fine line bottle I got from Amazon. I love that bottle. And I just use Scotch glue in it. And man, it's one of my favorites. Had it forever. Used it forever. Definitely great product. I also have like other white glues that dry clear that I really like too from Simon Says Stamps. I have a few different ones. Lawn Fawn, Nuvo. Those are both great products too. And so I do recommend those as well. But nothing beats my fine line bottle. I will definitely admit that. Having that tiny, tiny little like tip is just by far the best thing. All right, yeah, so now I'm getting down that little, I want to call it a compass. I know it's not. It's just like a flower circle piece. And then I'm going to add in a couple, I'm going to pull out the stickers, I think. I'm trying to think if I do that. I'll wait and see kind of where we go from here. Because I'm trying to remember. I don't want to give too much away. Okay, yeah, so I go ahead and put down this corner. I'm going to put my title on to that little like blue. I kind of think of it as like a sign almost, like a hotel sign. That's what it reminds me of, or a trail sign even maybe. So I'm going to put my title onto that sign. And so I want to go, or that tag, I guess. And so I'm just embellishing the corner a little bit of that with a flower and a couple leaves. And then I'm going to take that little Road to Happiness and arrow, and I'm going to go ahead and place that kind of right at the edge of that blue piece and the edge of that, the background papers that I use, the layered papers. You can see here I'm just adding some dimensions to this pink flower here. Just adding some dimensions on that to just add some different textures and layers there. And then I come in with, I I think I grabbed, yes, the rose gold charms, and I add a rose gold charm up there to that corner as well. These are really cute. I really enjoyed these. I just love the, like, the gold look. Of course, the rose gold is really pretty and subtle. And I think I'm grabbing some ribbon right now, and this is where you're going to see what I end up messing up with this tag. So I'm grabbing some white ribbon because I wanted to add like a nice little tail to my tag. Yeah, here we go. And I have some white polka dotted ribbon that I make homecoming mums here in Oklahoma. Those are a big thing, and so I tend to make them for my friends and my daughters, and so I have lots of ribbons, so I'm not really sure where this ribbon even is from. It could be Hobby Lobby, it could be Michael's, it could be Joann's, it could be Walmart. But it was just one I had. And so you see here, I lay it down, and then I pull on the ribbon just to tighten it. And not even thinking about it, as I'm pulling on it, it's paper, and I completely rip the whole thing out. So I went ahead and just took off the ribbon, and I ended up just embellishing that area and going over it and just not even making it show that it was a tag. So now you can see I'm coming in here with some different stickers. I added a happiness sticker up there next to the road to happiness. I added favorite memory on top of the little journaling tag. I added favorite experience up there next to the photo on the very top. And I added, of course, those heart stickers just to kind of cover up that area where I messed up that paper a little bit, because I had taped down I used glue dots to tape down the ribbon to make it hold into space, and then ended up tearing it. So I added some glue dots to this experience just because I wanted it to be even all the way across coming off the photo.
Yes, but we don't like her family. My mom never got this kind of attention. She was a blip. There was a press conference.
And I think at this point, like, I'm ready to go ahead and move on to the title.
National, my entire feed is Megan, Megan, Megan. Like, where's Joy, Joy, Joy? No one's gonna find her if they're not even really looking.
Amy.
And I ended up taking out, I was kind of wanting something small. I knew that I needed smaller letters for my title, and I took out a couple different sets. I had a white cursive set, I believe from Hip Kit Club, I want to say. And I take out a yellow cursive from October Afternoon. And I really like the yellow. I felt like it matched pretty well with the other yellows on the layout already. So I went ahead and I put down ride first because I wanted to make sure spacing wise, I was making sure I gave myself enough space for both words. And I just made my title First Ride, since this was her first time on a horse.
Like a hurricane passed over Florida and is now right here. Is there anything about your mom?
No.
So, I'm sorry, Troy.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Do you mind opening the people gotta do this?
Yeah. Well, if I open it, then I can give you this.
What'd you do? Okay. Nice. Is it beautiful? Troy.
And so I'm just trying to line that up really close with the edge of the bottom of the paper there, and making sure that I'm spacing it good, and making my cursive letters all connected. That way nothing's looking crazy and standing out too much. And then now I'm going to go ahead and start working on the first part. The word first. And once I have the title done, I just kind of look over everything and I feel like things look pretty good. I'm going to add my journaling right there on that tag, and that pretty much wraps this video up. I hope you guys, oh, I did pull out a sticker off of the stickers. I forgot about that embellishment page. I did add a sticker up there. So I actually end up going ahead and moving a few things in the photos at the end. You'll get to see those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.